Let's get to the finale of the podcast. Rhodes to the
Yes.
top.
Excited.
I want to die.
Yes, sir. Rhodes to the top, baby. Let's get it.
Watch that. Tell me that.
I don't know, you seem like you enjoyed it.
I enjoy. No. No. No.
So, oh, you ready to get into this? It's fucking 3:14 a.m. for me.
Dark it.
What the fuck did you just say?
Dark it.
Are you alright?
Just start it, Devon.
Why do you
Start it.
sound like that? What the fuck?
Just start it. Right fucking now.
Or what?
Just start it. Just fucking
I'm
start.
replaying the episode.
No, you're not. Start. Motherfucker. Dude. Start it.
Alright, okay. Are you sure you don't want me to replay the episode?
No!
Are you ready to start this review?
You started already and I'm so pissed. Come on.
I haven't started it yet. I need to know that you're ready.
I
'Cause
am
you sound like you're
ready.
about to explode. You're sure you're
I
ready?
am ready. Fuck you. I am ready.
Alright, well, let's get into it because I'm already recording.
I know you were. I know.
So, Rhodes to the Top, Episode 1. Oh boy. I think I'll just let Austin take the helm on this.
Fuck you, Brandy!
Well, that's pretty much what I expected out of this. Oh my god. We just watched 44 minutes of Brandy Rhodes being egotistical as hell. That's pretty much what this was. I don't even know like how much we could fucking review it. It was just nothing but like them talking about
She
how
said she was a genius.
yeah,
Who the fuck is she? Kanye West?
fucking all they really did was talk about how important AEW is to them, and Cody was saying how no matter what, AEW comes first, and then Brandy just complained about being pregnant, and like most of the episode was just her saying, "Oh, I'm already planning on wrestling again, and when I come back, I'm getting what I want, and I'm winning the women's championship," is what she said.
Oh, women's champion Brandy Rhodes.
Yep.
If that happens, just so you know, I will mentally or physically hurt myself.
Oh my fucking
I don't.
god.
That's this. No, no, no,
But she's a genius.
no, 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 no. Fuck no.
Well, so this episode of Rose the Top actually ties into, if you remember a while ago on the podcast where we reviewed Double or Nothing. So this episode of Rose the Top takes place right before Double or Nothing. So yeah, we're kind of going back in time a little bit here because if you remember Austin's thoughts on Double or Nothing, well, yeah. So,
It was a
oh.
shit show that entire day. That entire day of Double or Nothing, it was a shit show.
Oh my god.
She wants to make her own wine.
Yep, it's called Oh Baby because she's
No,
pregnant.
no, no. It was called Whoa Baby.
Oh, well,
Either way, They're both stupid fucking names. Because Brandy is a stupid fucking bitch. Okay? Another conflict. Red Velvet and Jade Cargill got into a fight. Oh, fuck you.
The fight was basically caused from a backstage segment they did where they slapped each other, and apparently Jade slapped Red Velvet too hard, so
Because
Red Velvet thought she was gonna get knocked out. So then they had
because
legitimate beef over
both of
that.
them have Sable energy. Because none of the women of this fucking era know how to take anything.
Brandy does. She knows how to take all the insults online. Because she even put some of them in the show and was saying how wrong they are and how
That's
she's
okay.
above all them.
That just means she'd be all right with me calling her a cunt. Okay, so that so that's all right. That just means she's fine with it. So I'm just gonna keep calling her one because that's what she fucking is, a cunt.
But she made 5 different jokes about her vagina, Austin.
Well, she's talking about her cunt, so
And she complained about how pregnant she was and how she had nausea and acid reflux.
I'm glad she did. I'm
That,
glad.
that's what
I hope
people
she
want
puked
to
her guts out.
see. That's
I
what
hope she
people want to
puked her
see,
guts out.
Austin.
I
They
hope
want
she
to
was
see.
miserable.
They want to.
I
They
hope she
don't.
was miserable.
People don't want to see wrestling. They want to see a reality show based around Brandy Rhodes and everything she
Nah,
does in
nah,
her
no, no,
life.
no, no, no. The fact is though, I would rather watch Total Bellas or Total Divas. That's the fact there. I would rather watch Ms. and Mrs.
Man,
I'd rather watch a whole season of fucking Ms. and Mrs. before watching this episode again.
this review right here was such a long time coming because if you guys remember way back on the Austin's, in fact, the Austin's Descent into Madness video, I believe it was, or might it was either that one or another wrestling review where we went over. It was also in the Decimation of Brandy Rhodes as well. We played the trailer to Rose to the Top, and we discussed Rose to the Top. And all this time later, now Rose to the Top is finally here. This is a long time coming, and I can tell you right now that Austin had the time of his life watching this. In fact, he wanted to
Time of my
rewatch
life.
it. It was so good.
Are you high?
No, I'm like Brandy Rhodes. I'm a genius, Austin.
I'll show you fucking genius. I'll fucking show you a genius, goddammit.
You're just mad because Brandy could knock you out. Did you see her boxing skills that she showed, Austin? Brandy
You did
could
not
shut
just
you
say
up
that.
because you're an
No,
online
no.
hater and you're beneath
You
her.
did not just say that to me. You did not just say the words, did you see Brandy's boxing skills?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, she has boxing skills. Really? Does she have boxing skills?
She could knock out
Does she
Mike
want to
Tyson.
face... No. Does she want to face Mike Tyson? Does she want to face... I hope Mike Tyson fucking knocks her out. How about that?
She could knock out Mike Tyson. She could knock out Mayweather in one punch if she really wanted to. Because she gets what she wants, Austin.
Oh. Because she's a spoiled little bitchy brat. That's what she
Mm-hmm.
fucking is.
But
Yeah.
she's even a bitchy brat to her own parents.
Oh, yeah.
Because they showed Brandy's parents in this. And Cody's parents. Well,
Oh, by the
parent.
way,
Sorry.
hey, just
Rip
a
Dusty.
message to Brandy's parents. I don't blame you. You're not the problem. You just gave birth to a hellspawn. It's.
Her own parents were telling her, like, that she shouldn't wrestle anymore and that she wanted to get, like, a night nanny to take care of their baby for some reason. And, like, her mom was looking at her like Brandy was delusional. Which she
Because she
is.
is delusional. She's delusional.
And even Cody said he was like the night nanny thing. That's not my choice. That's all Brandy. All like most of what was in this show
Trust
was
me.
all Brandy.
We're talking about Brandy now, but we will talk about Cody later.
Mm-hmm.
But seriously, why the fuck does this show have to exist?
Because that's what Brandy wanted.
I don't give a shit what Brandy wants. If Brandy wanted to jump off a bridge, that's when I would give a shit. Because I would want her to.
But we got to see her baby shower, Austin. Weren't you excited?
Wow. As in Jim Cornette's words, why the fuck did I just watch a baby shower on live television? Okay.
Because you care about Brandy Rhodes and her day-to-day life. It's not, remember what she said, Austin, it's not easy being on the sidelines. It's scary to be on the shelf. She'd rather be in the ring competing because she breaks her neck and back for us.
Fuck off. She doesn't break her neck and her back for shit. She does dumb shit. No, she does dumb shit, and she thinks that all her shit is great for the wrestling business. Ooh, I'm gonna make a wine for all the fucking women wrestling fans, all 4 of them. I'm gonna make a subscription service for all the women's wrestling fans. All 3 of them, because one died of alcohol poisoning because she was one of the only ones that drunk my wine. Like, fuck, dude. This is so dumb. Why? The fact is, I just said Total Divas was more tolerable than this. That means Lana and Eva Marie is more tolerable than fucking Brandy Rhodes.
Don't forget Nia Jax. She's on there too.
Yeah! And Ronda Rousey. I cannot believe I'm fucking saying that. And Ronda Rousey is more tolerable than fucking Brandy Rhodes.
There you go. Austin's a Ronda Rousey fan.
Oh, no, I'm fucking not. But the fact is, she's not as bad as fucking Brandy. Brandy is the most egotistical, lousy, dumbass motherfucking bitches. I cannot stand her so fucking much. Fuck Brandy Rhodes. I hope she doesn't play her!
But Austin, she's gonna win the women's championship when she comes back because she's gonna get what she wants and what she deserves.
But you think the thing is though, at that point it's not a women's championship. At that point it's not a championship at all. At that point it's just metal that's being held by an egotistical dumbass. But somehow has control.
She wants to elevate the women's division by putting herself over as the champion, Austin.
Oh, elevation. Elevation?
Mm-hmm.
How about you elevate yourself by drowning yourself? How about that, Brandy?
Well, she'll drown in her own self-pity and film it for reality TV to make everybody sorry for her.
I'm not sorry for her. Who's sorry for her?
You.
Funny. Funny. The fact that you would even insinuate that I'm sorry for that dumbass cunt is the stupidest fucking thing I have heard.
Oh my fucking god.
No. Fuck Brandy Rhodes. You know what? Fuck their kid too. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care.
But it's so
Fuck
important.
Brandy Rhodes. So important. So important.
Yes.
You know what's important? This middle finger that I'm fucking putting up.
Oh, but they showed a
You
middle
don't see it.
finger on AEW, on the Rose to the Top, flipping off Cody and Brandy, and they blurred it out.
Yeah, they
Austin, they'll
should have
blur
kept it
yours
in.
out too.
They should have kept it in.
Well, they
You know, they
can't.
should have put it right. They should have put it right next to Brandy. Right next to Brandy. They should have put a side by side shot of Brandy and then the fucking middle finger. That would have been great. That would have made my day. Oh, and she's talking about, oh, they think it's nepotism because it fucking is, you dumbass. Nobody would want to see you if you were just Brandy. The only reason there is some sick people that actually like watching you wrestle is because you have the Rhodes name, you dumbass.
Which, by the way, she started using that as soon as Dusty died, which they show
Oh,
in Rose to the Top that Cody's sister was very pissed off that Brandy did that, but Brandy didn't care.
because she's dumb.
Oh, but Austin,
Because,
she said that being a member of the Rhodes family isn't easy because
no,
she
no,
said that.
no. It isn't easy, but you know, after your father-in-law dies, you can just take his last name because that's how it fucking works, though. Because not only is she egotistical, not only is she fucking dumb, but she's also disrespectful. Great.
But Austin, she said it's not becoming a Rhodes isn't easy, and she said that people think that she has it easy because she married into the Rhodes family, but she has to work hard every day, Austin. She has to grind. She has to talk to so many people and do HR and be a chief
Oh,
brandy officer.
it's so much talking to people. Oh my god.
She
Oh
didn't
god.
she didn't
I
get
have
to
to
where
work out
she is
petty.
by being a Rhodes, Austin.
No, no, no. That's right. You're right. It's so hard making sure Leva Bates doesn't have a panic attack when she looks like she's perfectly fucking fine. It's
Hmm.
it's so hard fucking getting Red Velvet and Jade Cargill to where they don't have pity fights about who slapped the hardest. It's so hard doing a baby shower. Fuck you, Brandy. Fuck you.
But she's a genius.
She's a dumbass.
But people don't understand her grind. Even Cody said that Brandy works harder than anybody he's ever seen.
Oh, but Cody's also the one that put race into the fucking mix too, though.
Hmm.
You gotta think about that.
Well, do you want to talk about Cody now, or are you still talking about
No,
Brandy?
I'm not done. That bitch is not getting fucking spared. It's bad enough their kid is gonna have to live with an egotistical fucking mother. It's bad enough fucking her kid is gonna have their kid is gonna have to live with fucking Cody putting race into every fucking promo he goddamn has.
Oh, but the kid will also have to grow up with Cody putting AEW first. That's what he
Yeah,
said.
yeah. So not
AEW comes
only he's gonna
first.
put he's gonna put the thing is though, Cody was talking about how Dusty put like NWA and stuff like that in wrestling first. Okay, that's fine. You didn't have Brandy Rhodes as a fucking mother. That's gonna fuck up your child, Cody. Your child's gonna be broken. It's not gonna work right. Your child's gonna grow up to be egotistical, just like her mother. And that's not a good thing. We don't need two egotistical bitches in the Rhodes name. No. Fucking. Oh, I hate her. I hate her so much. I hate her so much. I hate her so much.
But she
I
has to do
can't.
things like sit next to Tony Khan everybody in gorilla position and say that every segment is good, and she has to be the HR department and talk to the talent when that's supposed to be Tony Khan's
Okay,
job.
tell me this. Why the fuck is she even in gorilla position? She don't... dude. She barely knows how to wrestle. Actually, scratch that. She doesn't know how. She thinks she does.
But she knows how important promos are, Austin. Just like Cody.
Because the promo is everything, apparently. The promo is everything, isn't it? She doesn't know how to do a fucking promo. If she knew how important promos were, she would learn to do them fucking better. You want to hear a Brandy Rhodes promo? You want to hear a Brandy Rhodes promo? Okay. Okay. Let me find one. Where the fuck is it?
Well, to
Fuck
be
is it,
honest,
goddammit.
it would probably be better than an MJF promo because Brandy
Go.
knows Brandy
No.
knows how to sell a match because she gets what she wants, Austin. And nobody can tell her no.
Oh. Even this channel said she smoked Jade Cargill. Oh, what the fuck ever.
Oh.
Who the hell told you tonight was open mic night, bitch?
Oh, is that the one where she's like, good, great, cool, bitch, get your ass on out of here.
Smacking your gums at my man, and now you my problem. I'ma make this real easy for you. Don't you ever, ever talk to him like that again. Don't you even look at him. And you know what else you can do? You can take your ratchet, trifling ass right up off my stage and do not come back unless I send for you. Do you understand me, heifer? Yes. Good. Great. Cool. Bitch, get your ass out of here.
Yep.
Die,
that's
Brandy.
that's the one she put on her Instagram, and everybody was supporting her, saying it was a great promo.
That was the worst fucking promo I have ever heard. And I've heard the genesis of McGillicuddy. Remember that promo, Devon?
No.
Okay, I'll look up that promo.
You just don't want to admit how good Brandy is. That's why you're so mad at Brandy, because you're jealous of someone in that position, Austin. She's
What the fuck ever.
it's like Cody said, she's the first black female in that type of position, and she has a lot on her plate, Austin. She has lots of people she has to talk to. She didn't get that role by being a member of the Rhodes family. She worked and earned that role herself, Austin. She put in the hard work. She broke her neck and her back. She put in the blood,
Okay.
sweat, and tears and
Okay.
passion, Austin. You just don't
Tell me-
understand because you aren't a real wrestling fan. That's why you don't
Alright.
understand these things. And you're just jealous of Brandy.
Just tell me how this promo is better than any Brandy promo then.
See, I am the future of this company.
That's harmonized, what the fuck.
I don't know what the fuck you were playing.
Man, it harmonized for some fucking reason. Here's this one.
And starting this moment, from this moment on,
This isn't the whole fucking promo. Pissing me off, goddammit.
Oh my god. Just admit that Brandy's promo is good. That's all you gotta do. You heifer. That's what you are, Austin. You're a heifer. That's what you are. Don't ever look at Brandy's man like that again, Austin. Do you understand?
Michael McGillicuddy, what's going through your mind right now? I don't know what to say. Him? Him? You are going to go to a pay-per-view and have a title shot? You have got to be kidding me. That's going to suck. I'll tell you that much. Doesn't matter what you think. You are nowhere near the level of Michael McGillicuddy. You understand me?
Michael McGillicuddy didn't have any passion in his promo. Brandy had passion, Austin.
Michael McGillicuddy. Moment on. This will be the moment. Starting now of the genesis of McGillicuddy.
Better than any fucking Brandy promo. Fuck Brandy Rhodes.
You're just mad that Brandy's promos are better than MJF's. That's why you're salty.
They are not, dude. They are not.
This entire show was just... It was tit-sucking Brandy Rhodes. That's all it was. Like, honestly, Cody didn't really even need to be there. It was just... The entire thing was just all about Brandy Rhodes.
I need to tell you people something. If you genuinely like this for Brandy Rhodes, get yourself checked into a mental hospital. You fucking crazy dumbasses. Anybody who liked this is a dipshit.
So you're a dipshit?
I didn't like this at all.
You said you did before we started recording.
No, I did not.
You were cheering every time Brandy was on screen.
No.
I even heard some masturbation noises.
The day I do that to her is the day I die. Okay?
Well, on that note, let's talk about Cody.
What's to talk about Cody? He read promos from a fucking piece of paper.
Mm-hmm. And he said that the promo was so personal to him that it was his promo he did against Anthony Ogogo, and he, for whatever reason, brought up his and Brandy Rhodes' race and said that their baby was going to be white and black and would represent both races, and that Cody would support to the fullest. I don't have a problem with what he said. I just don't understand why he needed to bring that up in a promo. And that promo obviously got bad reception for that.
This kid is going to be fucked in the head. I swear to you.
But Austin, Cody said he doesn't know how he's going to be able to balance being a husband, a father, and being an EVP on AEW, because AEW comes first.
Okay, cut one of those out. Take away Brandy. Leave Brandy. Leave Brandy.
He can't do that, Austin, because he said Brandy is the most beautiful woman he's ever seen.
He's obviously as blind as fucking goddamn Stevie Wonder.
fucking and they were in this show, they were showing like behind the scenes of stuff, like showing like basically saying like, oh, this person's gonna drop the title and this is how this match is gonna go, and showing like the backstage bookings of AEW. And uh I was listening to Jim Cornette talk about it, and Jim Cornette was saying that like basically they were just exposing the business and making it look like so fucking phony. And Jim was like, if you tried that shit back in like the 70s and 80s, you'd get fucking killed for that. And Jim also said, he was like, because they brought up the fact that wrestling is entertainment, it's not serious or whatever. And Jim was like, what, he's like, well, of course it's not serious because people like you make it not serious. And he's like, people like you showing people this shit is gonna make people not take it seriously, you fucking dumbass. And for some reason they really focused on Ricky Starks at one point. I don't know why. Because he broke his neck, and then they were trying to show that, oh, you know, instead of staying home and resting your broken fucking neck, let's have you on AEW to do promos so people don't forget about you. And also, Cody said that he only tells Tony Khan to sign people that will legitimately draw ratings and that people will be invested in.
Because, yep, that makes so much sense to why people like fucking Marco Stunt is on the roster.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking dumb.
He's a ratings
Dumbass.
draw.
Cody, you're dumb. Lost all respect for you. I barely had any because you fucking married Brandy, but I've still lost all respect for you.
Does it seem to you like Cody's like pussy whipped by Brandy?
Yes! You haven't figured that out yet?
Well, no, because I didn't pay as much attention to their personal life as you did. Because I know
Dude,
you're obsessed with them, but...
No, I don't even pay attention to their personal life. I don't give a shit. You can just tell the way he fucking talks about her that he is pussy whipped.
Oh my god.
I don't give a shit what people say. He is.
Even when Cody's own mother disagrees about the night nanny thing and disagrees about him not taking a paternity leave to take care of his child, and even when Brandy's own mother disagrees about the nanny thing, Cody's just like, you know, I see where you're coming from and I respect that, but it's Brandy's decision. So it's like, what the fuck, dude? Oh, and they also they showed the baby shower where they had at one table, it was Brandy, Chelsea Green, Anna Jay, Jade Cargill. I think Cody's sister was sitting there. Her name's fucking Teal, and she does not like Brandy at all.
Well, any respect I had for any of these people, besides MJF, because he wasn't like really featured, but any of the people I saw in here, I've lost all respect for. That I even had. So therefore, fuck you, Anna Jay. And fuck you, Darby Allin. That's all I gotta say.
Oh yeah, they showcased Darby Allin in this as well. But so at the table it was Brandy Rhodes, Teal, Jade Cargill, Chelsea Green, Anna Jay. There might have been more people, I don't remember, but like basically Brandy was like sitting there talking about how like she already has plans to wrestle after her pregnancy, and like they're all telling her like, look, it's not gonna be like you're just gonna have a baby and then just come right back to what you're doing. Like your whole life is gonna change upside down. Like you're not gonna have the time to come back. You're not gonna it's not going to be easy like you're thinking it is. Like, I don't know why you're thinking like that. And they're all telling her that. And Brandy's just laughing. And then they're like, you know, women are even getting pregnant in their 50s now and shit like that. And then Brandy's like, started laughing. She's like, oh, well, that's good for them, but that's not me. I can do it all. I'm Brandy Rhodes. I get everything that I want.
That's legit how she was. He's not even lying. That's legit exactly what she fucking said.
Yep.
This is fucked, dude. Why are we giving her this type of platform? Why?
Because, I don't know.
She is the most spoiled.
There's no doubt in my mind.
I've ever seen.
There's no doubt in my mind that this show was her idea, and Cody just went along with it because he's pussy
It
whipped.
had to be.
And then I remember Jim Cornette was saying that the show was Cody's idea because he said Cody and Brandy want to be reality stars, and he said he was like, the reason they act how they act is because they want to try to be what people think they are, like these big reality stars. And he was like, even though they're not, and they could never fucking be. And apparently he was like the show was Cody's idea and Brandy's idea because they want to be reality stars and more than just what they are in AEW. And he said that Tony Khan endorsed the show and stuff.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I'm not gonna fucking watch it, but if I see anything involving MJF breaking character, I'm done.
They kind of did a little bit because they showed like a gorilla position shot and they showed MJF sitting there just talking to Dustin Rhodes for a second, but it was only like a second.
He could have been saying fuck you and your mother though, so I'm not even gonna count that.
But they also showed Cody talking to Darby Allin, and it was at Double or Nothing. I believe that's, I don't remember. No, it wasn't Double or Nothing. It was for like an AEW. I think that's when he dropped the title to was it Miro that he dropped it to? I don't remember. And like Cody was saying, he was like, oh, Darby's dropping the title tonight, and it's a mental struggle because I know how that feels to like climb to the top and you get the championship, but then you got to carry like the weight of dropping it to somebody. And he was like, and sometimes I gotta sit down and ask myself, like, what do I do more? Do I keep on rising to the top as a wrestler and keep grinding towards the top, or do I have to say, hey, I have to be an executive vice president and put AEW above all else? That's literally what he said. Like, Cody is, honestly, I think he's more dedicated to the company than the Bucks and Kenny, honestly. Like, with the way he was talking about AEW and how important it is to him, like, I honestly think he's more passionate. Well, not passionate, but he's more, like, I don't know how to put it, but I feel like he is way, way more into it than the Bucks and Kenny are. Even though I know they're fucking delusional, but, like, Cody just seems so obsessed to the point where he won't even take time off of AEW to spend time with his newborn child. Fucking when Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins had their baby, Seth Rollins took time off to see his fucking newborn child and then came back. Why can't Cody do that? Is AEW really that important? Do they really need Cody on Dynamite that bad?
I think I know why.
Why?
He doesn't want to spend as much time with Brandy. I mean, who would? She's such an egotistical fucking bitch.
But he baked her a cake, Austin, and got her a Mother's Day present.
Yeah, maybe that was to appease the fucking ego, I guess. I don't fucking know.
But he kept complimenting her, saying that she's beautiful and that fucking she deserves this and deserves that, and fucking gave her boxing gloves that said CBO on it, which stands for Chief Brandy Officer, and and says that you're the toughest one in the world and nobody could be like you and no one's badder than you.
Well, he's obviously lying out his ass. So let's give him that. He's a good liar. I'm not watching another episode of this shit. I'm telling you that.
So much for it being a weekly segment.
Fuck that. It's not gonna be a weekly segment.
Oh my god.
I
Fucking
am never watching this shit again.
So there was one part where Cody gave Brandy like these pink boxing gloves that said CBO on it, and then like the next scene was like a pregnant Brandy boxing like this fucking you know how like some stores have like mannequins in the window with like the clothes on and stuff to like advertise it. That's what it looked like. It looked like a store mannequin, and Brandy was like barely punching it, and she was like acting all tough. And Cody was like, Cody was like, and he was like, that's enough. The mannequin has a family. And oh, it was so cringe. It was so bad. And like the whole part with her being like the HR department and her solving all the issues and shit was basically trying to make her it was trying to make her look like such a good person and such a caring person, and how they had all the talent saying that, oh, Brandy's the best, I love her so much, she's amazing at what she does. Like, it's all for her own ego. Like, and she wonders why Cody's sister doesn't like her, and why, and Cody say he doesn't really understand why his family won't accept her all the way in, but he was like, but it doesn't matter what they say because the baby, that means she's all the way in, or something like that, he said.
No, it doesn't. The baby would be all the way in. She wouldn't.
Fucking what? This was like one of the worst things I've ever watched. Fucking, like, this was 40 minutes of stroking Brandy's ego, Cody being delusional about AEW, them showing so much behind the scenes that you can't take it seriously. Just so much delusional stuff, and sucking Cody's dick and tit sucking Brandy Rhodes. It was just stroking their egos. That's all it was. Like, doing everything and showing everything and doing everything they could to make Cody and Brandy look like the greatest people you could ever meet. Like, that's all it was. Especially Brandy. They were trying to make her seem like this goddess. She was calling herself a princess. Fucking, like... it's like... I don't even know. Oh, also she was saying, like, they were showing her talk to... Who the fuck was she talking to? Oh, it was Vicky Guerrero. They were showing her talking to Vicky Guerrero, and...
Lost respect for her.
Huh?
Lost respect for her, too.
And Vicky Guerrero was like telling her about having children and stuff, and telling Brandy she needs to take time away. And Brandy was like, "Oh, it's gonna be so hard for me to leave. It's gonna be so hard not to be here and be on the grind, and be a part of the segments and be a part of this and be a part of that." And she was like, "It's not gonna be the same around here without me," and just fucking stroking her own ego. And then she was saying like how difficult it's gonna be for her to sit at home and not wrestle and not be the chief Brandy officer and not fucking talk to people about their anxiety and fucking shit. And she said that it's gonna be so hard to be on the shelf, and it's so scary to not be there. Fucking And then like when she did talk about herself wrestling, she was talking about herself like she was like oh my god, like she was the best women's wrestler ever is how she talked about herself. And like I said, was saying how when she comes back, she's gonna go for the women's championship and get what she wants and what she deserves. And like at the end of Rose to the Top, they were showing Brandy training. Like this was post pregnancy footage, and they were showing her train, and like she was doing like arm drags and stuff, and she seemed like she was just like having difficulty doing that. And like they're trying to build up this whole thing where she was like, I'm 38 years old, and there's not a lot of time left, and you only get one comeback, and I have to make the most of it. I have to win the women's championship, and I have to get what I want and what I deserve and shit. It's so dumb. Like nobody wants to see her wrestle. Nobody wants to see her do promos. Nobody even wants to see her come out to manage Cody. Like nobody wants to see her on screen at all. Like, and it's case in point by when she made her return, how much fucking booze that she got. And then she had the nerve to go on Twitter, and what did she say about it on Twitter that you saw? About
Thank
people
you
booing
for
her?
the reaction, or what the fuck ever.
Yeah. And then she tried to spin it like everybody was cheering for her and stuff. Like she's really fucking lost it.
Why do you think I hate her so much?
And we've talked about her on here before. We talked about her on the reviews before. It's like she says delusional things on Twitter all the time. She gives her like opinions on stuff. Also, Brandy is the type of person, we've seen her do it multiple times. She's the type of person that tweets and deletes a lot, because she'll tweet something not realizing it's a fucking retarded thing to say, just putting her opinion out there and to try to make herself look like this fucking like a goddess. And then when she gets a bunch of hate, she deletes it. Like with the thing where she put something about, it was something about how she's paving the way for like black wrestlers or something like that. It was something to do with like race, and then it got like so much backlash that she deleted it. But she, the egotistical part of her, she deleted the tweet that made her look bad, but she kept up all the retweets of people supporting her and saying good things about her. And she does stuff like that all the time. This show was delusional. It was nothing but ego stroking and dick sucking. It was, that's all it was. It was nonsensical. It was hard to watch. It was cringy. It was like, I don't, is this like already greenlit for like a whole season?
Yeah, it's got a whole season.
Oh, I hope they don't get greenlit for a season 2.
Hopefully not. In reality TV, though, people are gonna eat this shit up. I mean, why do you think Keeping Up with the Kardashians got 10 fucking, or 20, not 10, but 20 fucking seasons? Before it ended.
That's what I think about Rose at the Top. It's a nasty ass fart. But yeah, it's just, it was horrible. Like everything was horrible. Like every person they showed was like either, it was like I said, stuff of Brandy stroking her ego, Cody dick sucking himself, or stroking Brandy's ego, or stroking AEW's ego and Tony Khan's ego, or like all the talent that was in it was stroking Brandy and Cody's ego, and was fucking like stroking AEW's ego, and fucking like half of them didn't look like they even wanted to be on Rose to the Top. Like some of them were being filmed and they didn't even know what was going on. Like I don't get it, man. This was awful. I'm not gonna watch any more of this shit. I know Austin will, but
No, I will not.
I thought you said you were gonna be reviewing the whole first season on your channel.
No.
You told me you were gonna binge it on your next day off when the season comes out.
No.
But
Dude, Tana Turns 21 is better than this.
this all around was bad. I also have lost respect for everybody involved. I didn't have any respect for Brandy. I had respect for Cody, but now I don't. Um, like I feel bad for their families that it felt like they were like forced to be on this, and like the whole thing just felt forced. Like it felt like I don't know if it felt like this to you, but this whole thing, especially when it got to the baby shower part, it just felt like this whole thing was what, like this whole entire show was something that Brandy wanted, and she something she demanded, and that she got, and it felt like she forced everybody to be there because it's what she wanted, and half the people look like they didn't even want to be there, but it just seemed like it was all what Brandy wanted, and she didn't care, and she forced everybody to be there. Like that's what it felt like to me. Like that's exactly how it came off to me. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
Like it felt like she was like, okay, we're doing this reality show because I want to show people, I want to show these haters on Twitter that I'm actually a good person, and I want to show them all these good things that I do, and this and that, and how good I am with the talent, and we're gonna solve. And I bet you that Jade Cargill and Red Velvet thing was fake just so they could put it on TV to make Brandy look good. I guarantee that beef was fake
Probably.
because they wanted to showcase Brandy being a good HR department manager or whatever the fuck. And they wanted to show Brandy asking about the anxiety, even though Leva Bates looked fine, and just to make it seem like Brandy actually cares, when I guarantee she really doesn't. And it feels like she wanted to do this whole thing to stick it to the haters and to make herself look a certain way so people will stop hating on her, and and it just seemed like she was like, okay, well, we're gonna have our families on this whether they like it or not, and we're gonna make this look a certain way, and and try to make me look good with this, and make you look good with this, Cody, and make us look good as a couple, and we have to make AEW look good, and we have to make Tony Khan look good, and like we just have to make it seem like everything in our lives is so perfect, and we're such good people, and shit like that. That's exactly how it felt. It seems like it was all concocted from Brandy's like sick fucking delusional mind. That's what it felt like to me.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much it.
This was bad. I do not.
It was awful.
Anybody who's gotten this far listening to us, I do not recommend watching this unless you want to torture yourself. And if you watch the first episode and you want to watch the rest of the season, it's going to be bad. I don't even have to watch the rest of the season to tell you it's going to be bad, and it's probably going to get a lot worse. And for the sick people out there that like Brandy and that liked this show and are going to watch the whole season, please go get yourself checked out, because this was nothing but pandering to Brandy. This was all about Brandy. Like there's nothing else I can really say. Honestly, this was all it was. Don't watch this.
This is the what the fuck podcast this week, episode 22.
Yep, episode
Fuck
22.
Brandy Rhodes.
Yep. Fucking, we'll see you next week for episode 23, where we watch Stranger Things season 3 episode 2, and Sorry that there was no. What games did they make for this week? I just couldn't think of a developer I wanted to look at, so maybe we'll have one next week. But that being said, we'll see you next week for more Stranger Things, and hopefully also when it won't be when it's recorded, but when we release next week's episode is going to be the day Halloween Kills drops. So we're gonna try to make it sort of like a Halloween themed thing, maybe.
Hopefully.
So, but yeah. So stay tuned for next week, and we'll see you then. Till then, what the fuck, and peace. See you next week.
Go fuck yourself, Randy Rhodes.